Contrary to popular belief, moving out is not an indication of a family feud. It is an indication of moving on, maybe even moving up, maybe even moving on up. This is an indication of a family feud. We surveyed 100 people with the following question: what would you want to tell a young person going to college for the first time? Top 5 answers are on the board, and I share them with you, but you'd already have them if you were busier taking notes instead of passing notes. Read text messages in class. College is no game show. Though beating the game certainly requires some strategy, the $100,000 cash prize is more like potential salary. It's one less dependent on the cooperative economics of a family. So, yes, I guess you could think of it as a win. We surveyed 100 mothers with the following question: what's your biggest expectation for your student over the next 4 years? Survey says graduate is number 2. The number 1 most common answer was call home more. We surveyed 100 fathers with the very same question, and they all said, ask your mother. We surveyed those same 100 fathers with the following question: which parent is going to miss you more while you are away at college? And they all said, me. Don't tell your mother. We asked 100 parents for words of wisdom they wish they were given before they went to college, and one of them had the nerve to say, the top 5 answers are on the board. They went on to say that at the end of your 4 plus or minus years, you will become most like the 5 people you spend the most time with. And there you are, literally staring your future in the face, a choose your own adventure novella yet to be named. We used to be told things like, look to your left and look to your right. Only one of you will still be here in 4 years, and it meant something completely different then. In some ways, you've graduated already. Getting to today required so much more than just a mask and gown. But if you are anything like me, when I turned 18, you're still unsure what to believe when it comes to the difference between being lucky and being proud. Even if the pandemic hadn't happened, I'd still have homies who ain't here. Classmates that never had the opportunity to ditch the reunions every 10 or so years. Some will say, well, that's life. And I'll say, well, so are we. More an answer to a prayer than a test. You are someone's living, breathing dream, somewhere between miracles and magic. You are living proof that at least one person besides you believes in you. And as you stand here at the precipice of making all those in your corner a prophet or a heretic, you will find yourself being born again and again and again. Sure as the sun rises and sets and rises and sets and rises and sets, so much more a recurrence of being baptized on the horizon than a simple resurrection in a tradition of graduation parties, bar and bat mitzvahs, wedding and quinceañeras. You will always be our babies, showered in backyard barbecues, best wishes and even better intentions. There will always be relatives, and by relatives I mean people like me with reflections we believe are relative to people like you. It's why we call them youth-emisms. Code for please don't make the mistakes we made. So when we pull you aside at the coming of age celebration, I beg our pardon in advance. We have to share these with you right now because we're unsure whether or not we'll have another chance before you make choices you cannot unmake. So before you make off into the middle of the night with envelopes full of cards and cash, which are supposed to be for books, humor us for a few minutes of these popular beliefs, even if you heard them all before on TV.